Yo, man, we need to talk about lust. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Lust is destroying the man, bro. It used to destroy me, but I'm getting better. But anyway, in today's episode of Reinvention, I go into one particular depth of the 4 pillars. Spiritual connection, emotional stability, physical dexterity, and financial stability. This segment relates to, I'd say, 2 of the pillars. Maybe. Well, one for sure, and that's spiritual connection. If anything, it's emotional stability as well. And the reason why I say this is because, number one, lust. We have to acknowledge lust as a human emotion. We all have it, and we all experienced it. But lust in and of itself is an emotion of a desire for connection. And whilst it can be used in part for creation, it can be also dangerous, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though I've been raised in a Christian household, I've never really studied the Bible like that, so I can't really give you the depths of lust in and of itself. But one thing I can say, and one thing I can confirm, is that lust can ruin a man. Lust can really ruin a man. And many a times it's a man's empire that's been at the destruction of lust. So without further ado, as part of the emotional stability and spiritual connection, I'm going to go into some of the reasons why lust is in fact a dangerous emotion, and that lust can kill. It can kill ambition, it can kill desire, it can also kill people. But that's in the far end. I'm not going to fearmonger in this episode. Anyway, I digress. Reason 1. Lust can destroy a man's ambition. Many a times when a man is sucked into the helms of lust, and I can only speak as a man because I am a man myself. So, yeah. Many a times lust can make a man lose focus of his true purpose. They say, there's a common knowledge, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Bearing in mind, I recently left a relationship on the 2nd of November 2025, so basically just over a month and 10 days. One thing I'll tell you is that I clocked about this particular partner, and when she said, you have to keep a man's balls empty and a man's stomach full. Now, personally, that's probably the magic ingredient to keep a man docile. That's probably the magic ingredient to keep a man docile, man. As much as I hate to hear it, because I love food. But yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, in that relationship, I was pretty fed. And my nuts were empty plenty every time we stood out. Every time we chilled, rhyming accidentally. Boy, long story short, I almost lost ambition. I didn't lose ambition, I would say. I lost clear-sightedness. I let my emotions cloud my judgment at times. And really and truly, this episode is an episode to myself, or conversation to myself. But I digress. If I was none the wiser, lust would have taken me off the path off my path. It would have taken me off my path for sure. I would have given in to my emotion of lust, and I would have given in to the emotional realms of a woman. And even though, yes, women's emotions are, I don't even say they're important, man. So at a point, yes, they are, but they're not. They should not affect your well-being, brother. At the end of the day is gonna end. A new day begins. Can't let things outside of you deter your path or take you off your path, which is why I say lust can kill ambition. It can take you off your path and it can deter your path if you are unmet with the skills and discernment. And I say number 2, lust can kill confidence. I believe when a man is a victim to lust, not a victim, but I say when a man doesn't necessarily have his lust in check, it can kill your confidence because it starts to waver upon you. You start to become less of a man. You start to become more prone to the emotional aspect of lust, because at the end of the day, lust is an emotion. And a man must maintain a perfect balance between feeling his emotions but reacting in reality. A man should become aware of his emotions but also aware of his actions that precede his emotions if he is to fall into them. And that's one thing I've really realized. And when a man falls into his emotions or too much into the helms of his emotions and becomes reactionary, his confidence wavers. I've noticed that. I've noticed that about myself. My confidence wavers because you're just like, you feel like because you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your reality. And it's true. If you cannot control yourself, you cannot control your reality. I stand by that, honestly. You cannot control your reactions. If you cannot, and I'm not gonna say be perfect. I don't mean don't react to anything. No. In this life, you will react by. I promise you, you will react. I still react. But what I'm trying to say is that you learn from each reaction, and that's how you become. This is another topic. I'm gonna go down a side note. This is funneling me into another topic down the line. But perfection does not exist. It's only greatness and becoming. But that's a topic for another day. I digress. Going back to the main point, confidence does affect a man's confidence. It kills a man's confidence, if anything. Because he becomes too reactionary to the external stimuli. Not discerning the fact that he should turn inwards and understand his emotions, but at the same time react by design. And lesson number 3, it can kill a man's future. I'll tell you this for one thing, lust can really kill a man's future unless he becomes aware. We've seen many empires and we've seen many stories in the Bible of a man's fall to greatness. Samson and Delilah, fuck. Oh man. The Christian in me is saying, what the hell? Samson and Delilah. That's a very, very good story. For not it be for lust. That Samson cut off his locks and cut off his hair for Delilah. And in doing so, that caused him his own destruction. I say that to say this. Lust is nothing. Lust, in fact, when not kept in check, is pure destruction in disguise. Anyway, that does it for today's episode of Reinvention. I hope you guys have a blessed week. I hope you guys have a blessed weekend. shout out to all the people that are watching. And if you have any other further comments, or if you have any ideas, please let me know in the comments, and give this episode a like and subscribe. We really do appreciate it. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you on the flip side. By the way, I'll be doing 2 episodes a week from now on. 2 episodes a week. I got family coming over for the Christmas holiday, so I may not be able to record in a couple of weeks, but I'm gonna try and kick them through for you guys. You guys take care. Now, I hope you guys also enjoy the Metal Gear Solid 3 gameplay too. This is one of my greatest games of all time. Alright guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.